Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Basement Card Collector. Today's video is going to be a video response. A video response for Splendid Sports Cards. Adam is putting out a challenge to assemble 3 to 5 of the best outfield arms. He's calling it the Rifleman Card Challenge. And so what I have here, and right away, like many of you, right away I thought of that 91 score. I thought of Bo Jackson, and I found an Eric Davis, which is super cool. Just a really cool looking cards. They actually have the name Rifleman, and they picked some outfielders. Corey Snyder had one. I think Jesse Barfield had one. In that 91 score set, just showcasing some of the cannons in the outfield. And there's Bo Jackson, of course, Eric Davis, and Andre Dawson. I have a couple cards of each player that I picked. If I just kind of slide in, just as the de facto #1 cannon of all time, can we just put him at #1, Mr. Roberto Clemente? 12 gold gloves, and there are videos out there of him just throwing this little seed from the right field corner, just on a dime, just very precise and very, very fast. We're just going to put him at the top of the list, and then I have my list of players today to kind of just be like the rest of the Riflemen. So the challenge goes Roberto Clemente and then the rest in my little list. So here, we're just going to slide Mr. Clemente over here. And with that, if we can get that little name to pop up there. And with that, I have a couple cards here from each player. And in my first card I'm going to show here is Raul Mondesi. And actually, I love this pinnacle. Just look at the reflective and the shine. But I was actually looking for an Upper Deck card. It might even be the same year. If you know what I'm talking about, it's the Upper Deck card with him. He actually has a cannon tattoo with smoke coming out of his right arm. I could not find that, but I do like all the shine on this guy. So Raul Mondesi was Rookie of the Year for the Dodgers and just had a cannon. Rifleman #1. The next 3 here, it's going to be a little bit of a pattern. #2, Vladdy Guerrero. And again, I didn't really look for shiny cards, but it was hard not to pick this Pinnacle Rookie and then the Fleer Medal. I was also looking for cards with defensive pictures taken. A little more trickier than you would think. Here he's not really throwing it, but he's running in and making a catch. Just had a laser. The guy would hit any pitch, but man, he could also let her rip. And one thing I read was he was named the arm of the 90s. So anyway, Vladdy Guerrero, right field, makes the 3rd right fielder on my list. My next person, also a right fielder, also played for the Expos, and also had a cannon. The first one I grabbed is more of just a super cool return. Got him in TTM not too long ago. Mr. Larry Walker. Could just let it rip. Big, cool Expo card. And I grabbed one of the, again, I was looking for cards in the defensive photo. And so this is not obviously a cartoon drawing, but it kind of depicts the rocket that Larry Walker had. Here he is as a Rocky, but still this right fielder for the Larry Walker, right fielder for the Expos, Rockies, and Cardinals. Just got into the Hall of Fame not too long ago. Larry Walker. My next player also is a right fielder. He also played for those Expos, and he is also a Hall of Famer. My favorite, my man Andre Dawson. Just love the look on this. Those powder blues, outfield, the red, white, and blue hat. But he had a cannon, 8 gold gloves. I think he had 150 some assists in the outfield. The turf there at the Expo Stadium really was not good to Andre or many other players, but it really wreaked some havoc on a knee injury from his high school days. But the man could let it rip. Whoa. And then here I found the first Cubby card. This is his 87 traded. Just an up-close look of the Hawk. So if you see this little pattern, they're all right fielders, which isn't shocking, I know, but they're all right fielders, and 3 of the 4 played for those Expos. And then if I just get a little plug here of my 89 Topps also. And my fifth outfielder is also a right fielder. He is also has some of the coolest YouTube videos of him letting the cannon go, Mr. Ichiro. And I didn't find a fancy one, but I found a great shot of him in right field, look at that, you can just tell it's about to be probably at second, maybe he's throwing it all the way to third, who knows, but the man could let her fly. And even there's a really cool video of him throwing out the first pitch. I think he was in full uniform, and he like still had some zip on it, and he was a retired Ichiro. So there you have it. That is my somewhat shiny, but really there's something in the water there in Montreal. The right fielders there they're just locked and loaded and ready to roll. So that's my VR for the Splendid Sports card channel, the Rifleman card challenge. These guys could throw it, Gold Gloves, Hall of Fame, just great outfielders, and they were all in the right field. So I will leave a link to the Splendid Sports channel, Adam. It's got a ton of videos, a ton of really cool looking videos. I'm new to the channel, maybe a week or so ago. I just watched his Larry Bird video. Just has some really cool things, and I plan on watching more. I suggest you would do the same. I'm sure we'll both be pleased. This will conclude my VR. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.